His love for ornamental fishes as a child helped to nurture his passion for healthy food fishes, specifically tilapia. Donnie Bunting has been a part of the fishing industry for over 30 years, with the constant drive to ensure that his clients can enjoy any fish meal from the Longville Park fish farms. He believes that aquaculture in Jamaica has a vital place in the industry, as this is the best way to ensure the continuation of marine life for generations to come.
I grew up in a dairy farming family, but from a child I was fascinated with fish because I was asthmatic as a child and often had to stay indoors while my siblings were outdoors. And my mother gave me a fish tank when I was a little boy, and I grew very attached to fish. So much so that even when I was going to high school, I used to commercially produce ornamental fish and sell to the priests at Campion to sell in the lab. So I spent my most productive years as a dairy farmer. I actually got formal training in England for dairy farming and livestock production. But in the 80s, when milk powder was coming into Jamaica to compete with the dairy industry and destroying it, I realized that we needed to change. So I extended my love of fish into food fish, because I also saw that there was a trend in Jamaica where people were moving away from dairy products and red meat and desiring more to consume fish and chicken. So I am the oldest living pioneer of the fish farming industry now. I built my first pond in 1974. The other gentlemen that built ponds in the 70s are all dead. So I would say that I am the most experienced fish farmer in Jamaica. And we have come a long way. Originally we had the dark colored fish, Mozambique, which people used to call black perch. And you know how Jamaicans are color conscious, and they resisted eating these blackfish. When we started growing the blackfish, the only market we had was the prison, because the prisoners didn't have a choice. And then eventually fisheries brought in a silverfish and the Chinese carp, none of which took good acceptance to the market. And eventually the pink tilapia, what we call red, but it's actually pink tilapia, was introduced. And because that was closely resembled the red snapper that we have in our ocean, people began to accept it. But in the pioneer days, when the USAID was running the fisheries program in Jamaica, they were basing it on producing a very cheap fish. And it produced, they weren't very aware of water quality at the time, and it ended up with a terrible tasting fish, which is a mountain that the fish farming industry still has to climb, because the original attempts at fish farming produced a not too tasty fish. However, that is 20 years behind us, but I'm amazed to know how many people still mention that, even though I challenge them to find a fish that tastes, that has an off flavor today. Any farmer who produces an off flavor fish now would not survive. We grow here different species of tilapia. We have broodstocks that originated in Taiwan, broodstocks that originated in Scotland, broodstocks that originated in North America, and we have a three-way crosshair, which I produced with the help of an American geneticist, Dr. Greg Lutz, that we are currently just bringing into production, which I'm hoping will really turn around the face of fish production in Jamaica, in terms of more rapid growth, in terms of feed conversion efficiency, and in terms of flesh quality. A farmer has complete control of the environment that his fish grows in. Here our primary food is phytoplankton, and we supplement that with a mixture of corn, wheat and soybeans, which permits us to carry more fish per acre in the pond than on phytoplankton only. One of the methods that we use, and I know only one other farm that does this, is that we grow our fish in 5 phases. Our fish are born in the ponds of the parent fish, which in the trade is called broodstock. We grade them by size so that they're uniformly sized, and we move them into tanks in a building that we call the hatchery. They spend 1 month, the first month of their life there, where they are fed a very high protein feed that is imported from the US. At a month of age, you transfer them to nursery ponds, which are small earthen ponds, and there they grow purely on phytoplankton and zooplankton. No supplemental feed is needed at this stage. After spending 2 months in this phase, they are then transferred to the first phase growth, where they are moved to a larger pond. Again, they are most highly dependent on phytoplankton, but at this stage we introduce supplementary grains to their ration. After 3 months in this phase, they are then moved to the final phase growth. In the final phase growth, the supplemental feed is accelerated because we want the fish to grow to the market size more quickly, and we want a fish that is more fat, because to give the flavor of fatter fish tends to be more flavorful than a lean fish. So as we are approaching the final 3 months of harvest, we feed more grains to the fish to get the flavor profile better. I find it interesting in our retail outlet. I ask people how long they think it takes to grow a tilapia to a 3/4 pound, and the most common answer is 6 weeks. It's wrong. It's 9 months minimum it takes. They still grow at the same pace as their wild-caught relatives. The fish have not been farmed long enough to have them being genetic giants like in the chicken industry. We still have to wait on them for a long time. Like most Jamaicans, I enjoy eating a parrotfish, a snapper. I also enjoy eating tilapia. But for the sake of my grandchildren, I'm going to eat more tilapia today to ensure that my grandchildren will know what it is to eat a parrotfish or a snapper caught in the Caribbean Sea.